Hey everybody, it's Start With Large Lads, and we have another tier list for you today. And I'm actually joined, we're actually going to gangbang you guys for this tier list. So I have all four of us who've done these tier lists. So we have Shokin.
Hey, I'm the Punishing Master of Roofy.
Okay, well, and that we have Roofy as well.
Hi there, I'm Shokin's little girl.
Okay, and then we have Connor.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
All right, so this tier list we're going to do is the schools of magic, kind of based off D&D, but loosely kind of other schools of magic. We've broken down some of the schools into like specific like fields of the magic. So we're going to be ranking them just based on how cool we think they are. That's really kind of the overall vibe of the list is just based on coolness, not practicality or would we like to be that, just how cool we think that they are. So with all that being said, first, because you're going to hate our opinions, please like, comment, subscribe now. Don't wait till the end of the video because you're going to hate us by the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe now, please. Also, if you want to support us, or else, facts. If you want to support us, Winterreach Emporium, we had just dropped the demo actually. And Next Fest, this will be out probably right before the start of Next Fest, so you can play the demo during Next Fest. And also give that a wish list, please. All right, and without any further ado, we can jump right into this list. And the first one on the list is Abjuration. So, Shokin, if you want to tell us what Abjuration is.
Yeah, this is by far the best school of magic. Everything else is a joke. We do counter spells, we put shields, big walls that stop you from doing stuff. There's also a few nerdy spells like snare and whatnot, which don't belong. Whoever designed that's retarded. But all the coolest stuff is here, and everything else is for nerds.
Okay, well, thanks for the explanation there. I'm sure everybody's really spun up on what Abjuration is right now.
Yep.
So, so it's like counter magic, spells, wards, stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much. There's also, like, you can put, like, glyphs, or, like, where you can put, like, spells into them, and then it'll be, like, landmines. Kind of like the way they do it in the Elder Scrolls as well.
Is it kind of like, what's the girl from Castlevania? She's kind of an Abjuration mage, or no?
No, she'd be more. She's more of like. I guess she'd be more Evocation. If you're talking about Sypha.
No. Actually, better one. You've seen Invincible.
Yeah.
The girl, the pink girl.
Yeah. When they do Abjuration right, she's got a pretty good like grasp of it.
Okay, so that's a good example.
I close enough anyway.
Close enough. Yeah, she has shields. She does a lot of shields and stuff. So.
Yeah, the shields and material. Because that's pretty much. The problem is that there's not a ton of spells in the game that do that, but like the wizard class that's Abjuration, that's what they do, and all the really cool spells that do that are like super high levels, so you rarely get to use them. But they are the best ones. Those are my favorite anyway.
Okay, and then also I guess like in Skyrim, Alteration is kind of multiple schools of magic, but I think like the wards in Skyrim and stuff like that would be kind of or like oak flesh and stone flesh. Those spells, those are kind of Abjuration or no? There's some. I'm trying to think. Like, there's like bark skin, something. I don't know if that. Oak flesh, stone flesh.
Yeah. There's like a version of it in D&D as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't actually know if it's Abjuration or not. That's. I think it is. There's like mage armor. It's definitely Abjuration. That's pretty much exactly what that is.
Yeah, that's what Alteration in Skyrim kind of encompasses more things because like Transmutation is under Alteration, but
the issue with Abjuration in 5e is that like. What it does right, what I want it to do as Abjuration, it does that well, but it barely does that. Most of it is like weird stuff, like a snare or an alarm or something that you set on the ground. And I don't like those versions of the Abjuration stuff. I like the shields and the anti-magic sort of thing.
I feel the same way, honestly.
Yeah. So we'll
hella lame though. I would imagine like a guy with like a book and be like, actually, you cannot cast that spell because I have a shield around me, okay?
Yeah,
that's
he casted Pot of Greed. Well, I've played Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed, baby. Yeah. And then I play another Pot of Greed. And he cannot cancel that, actually.
I'm thinking, so what are you guys thinking on the list here? I know Tristan's going to say S. Where does all the rational people think?
B,
I mean,
because defense is for losers. Actually, better yet,
Yeah.
C.
Oh shit! I think it's at least B. I think B or A. I think this is pretty cool. I don't think it's.
I was kind of going between A and B myself. I don't know. I
Alright,
was thinking more.
I have a
like
better
A
proposition
just
for you.
because-
Look, let me try it. Let me convince you here a little bit, right? Don't think of it as just a pure mage or wizard or whatever. Think of it as like a knight who goes into Abjuration and he's like, I can counterspell like not wizards and
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
the
That's
shit
how
out
I
of
am.
Still,
That's how I am thinking
kind
about it.
What kind of virgin energy is that? Like
Yeah.
countering spells.
Virgin energy?
If you have a strong spell to begin with, offensive spell, like
Yeah,
I
my spell
cast
is hitting you in the head with a
fireball.
hammer. Yeah, you don't get
need
to
a
cast fireball.
defensive
You don't get
spell.
to cast fireball because I'm telling you no, and I'm hitting you in the head with a hammer.
Yo, hush, kitten.
All right,
This
so
is crazy.
we're thinking. I would probably
I would
lean.
go at least A.
I would lean at A also. How do we feel about A, guys?
I would say
Uh-uh.
at least.
People begrudgingly accept an A.
I'm thinking A. I think it is cool.
Unaccept.
I think it's cool. I think counter mage is just counter mage is cool. I also think like mage armors and glyphs and things like that. I think glyphs are kind of not as cool, but I think it is cool. I like it. I think it's A tier. I think it's one of the cooler ones. I just don't think it's like the coolest.
I feel like you imagine yourself to be like a Kung Fu Panda when they like shoot at him the cannon bell and he deflects it back.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, man.
All right. So let's get next. Next, I think we've done this video before, but we're running it back. I think I was low on this one last time. I'm actually thinking it's much higher than I said it was. The next one is alchemy.
Oh, fuck yeah, fentanyl.
Making potions, brewing
Yes.
stews.
I think because alchemy.
I hate
Drugs.
Look, here's the thing. Okay, let's take a break. Okay, in Skyrim, like alchemy's kind of lame. I get it. Okay, but
Yeah.
and in most
Yeah,
games, it's
dude.
pretty lame.
Also-
Even in The Witcher, unless you play like on the hardest difficulty, you don't even really care
Yeah.
about brewing.
You know.
But
Yeah.
but in low fantasy, alchemy is like one of the few magics that makes sense if you like take it to a
Yeah.
low fantasy.
No, absolutely.
And it is cool, like
Absolutely.
the wizard making a brew or whatever. Like say, like in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, they have the what are the people who make the dragon fire? That's supposed to like replicate dragon fire, and it like they blow up the Septibaler with it, and
They actually have a historical name, don't they?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
yeah, Yeah.
Arsonist?
there you go. Or it also like
Yeah,
Greek
you know-
fire and history people who like there's historical connotation
Yeah,
to alchemy.
they were
and-
arsonists as well.
yeah,
You know what game had really good alchemy was Kingdom Come Deliverance, actually.
Yeah.
Had some pretty good alchemy.
yeah.
Oh, you
Or you
saved
could
the
actually
game
see
by
it being
breaking
next to
devotion,
stuff.
right?
But
Oh yeah.
I
you
don't
do.
know. That was pretty fun to me. I could kind of get a love for alchemy that way through, games or experiences that kind of show what it's really all about. So I guess on that level, I can appreciate it.
I think it's not low. I think most people think alchemy and they think lame. I actually think it's
Yeah.
at least B tier is
Yeah,
my
I mean,
is my
that's-
opinion, because I think like in
I think
and even like
yeah.
in a role playing, it's kind of funny to be like,
It's
I just brew
perfect.
stuff.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I
I
just
remember
brew stuff.
thinking of my
The dude
balls
who's
of
brewing
moon
stuff.
sugar.
yeah,
Hey, dude,
Yeah.
he's making bombs. Hey, bomb alchemists are the best
yeah.
ones.
Like I think there's some cool spins on alchemy, and I think it's generally underrated. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's
I
S
agree.
tier. I'm just saying it's not lower than B. I don't think.
No, put in S tier.
I think. Yeah, I feel the same way.
What do you guys think tier? You guys who is?
I think at least a B. I think a B's fair.
What do you think?
Strong S.
Strong S.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tristan?
I'm cool with B. B is good
I'm
for
leaning
it.
B too. I'm sorry, Rufy, you're overruled on this one.
But one of us said something else as well, so 2 on 2.
Everybody
so
said B, no?
Did you?
I said B.
Connor?
B. Connor said,
B.
I think A.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody said B. Yeah.
Oh man, you failed me, Connor, but
B-
I need
B
you in
had-
time of need.
B for boring, but still cool.
It's cool.
I
Yeah, I
guess.
think
Boring.
it's boring in high fantasy.
Yeah.
In lower fantasy, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Even higher
agree. That's
fantasy,
what I
like
think.
all the magical plants. Whatever. All right, fair enough.
All right, next
Yeah.
one is Conjuration.
Ooh.
Tristan, if you want to break down maybe the D&D definition of Conjuration.
Yeah, so in D&D, Conjuration does a few things.
Yeah.
It'll summon animals or creatures. It opens up portals and gateways. Like the strongest and coolest Conjuration spell. I don't think Wish is a conjuration, it might be. But if it's not, Gate is the coolest one, where you literally like you say any creature's name from any plane or any being, and it is automatically pulled toward to where you are now, and you have to deal with it. So you could literally call a god through a gate, and it just has to deal with that.
Can I have a hot take?
Have
teleporting.
a hot take.
What's your hot take?
So, listen to me. You're a wizard.
Okay.
You live a lonely life in your tower, right?
Where's
One day
this going?
you decide to summon someone. Who better yet to summon than a succubus? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Therefore, immediate S tier. Thoughts?
It's a hot take.
I mean,
To be fair, I like Conjuration to begin with. I like teleporting and summoning stuff. You can even build your own house. You just like, boom, cast a tower.
Yeah, so I guess in D&D, specifically, Conjuration is to conjure anything, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Including
I have
hot succubus babes.
It definitely, primarily.
Especially if you have a
exclusively,
bad
actually.
day.
Yeah, a really, really bad day.
A really bad day.
I think Conjuration is cool. I'm looking at my list here ahead of us.
What's on your special
I
list?
feel like it's too much of a. Well, I guess this is maybe a bit of a hot take too, but I feel like it's too much of a reliance. Kind of.
Reliance on what? If you ever get into a fight, just conjure a stone, which you're
I
made
mean,
to
you mean that you're
someone.
like, hey, I got my little buddy to.
Oh, that you're not really powerful. You're just bringing something that is powerful.
Yeah, that's kind of my idea. Like,
Yeah, so the Pokemon kind of fighting is viable, and I don't really like it very much.
It doesn't need to be living things, right? Like just
no,
like
it can
the
also
last point.
you can summon
It can
like sand
Yeah.
balls and stuff like that.
You know what would be
too,
the
but-
coolest Conjuration wizard?
What's up?
One who was actually just like a badass knight and would just conjure cool weapons to kick your ass with.
Yeah.
No, I have an opposite take.
that's different
I have an
because you're
opposite
the one
take.
wielding it.
Yeah, no,
Like
I'm saying that would be like a
alcoholic-
really cool spin on it.
Old alcoholic wizard who literally summons like 2-ton boulder above your head if you piss him off.
Yeah, but, you know,
Or like, or he's like a drunken alchemist. He gets stronger the drunker he gets, so he just keeps conjuring himself alcohol.
Yeah. And then if you piss him off, I summon tungsten balls.
Yeah.
And you drop to the ground.
Yeah, an anvil in your pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is a tough one to
Doopy.
rank because I think it's between C to A, but I'm really tough on where specifically it is. I don't know what you guys think.
I'm I kind of sound like the most negative one about this one here, to be honest. But it's kind of mainly for the reason of, you know, if you're not using it to like your example is cool, like summoning a weapon, you're the one using it, you know, you're actually doing something with it. And then like there's some, you know, parts of Conjuration where it's scam, where it's like, you know, you're kind of just like, you know, summoning like a bunch of buddies or whatever to go kick
Yeah,
someone's ass for
So,
you.
well, what do you think?
Not
What do you
really
think it
my
is? I'm thinking C to A. I'm thinking C to A is where I would probably rank this. But I'm cool
Yeah.
to put it in C. I'm cool to put it in A. I'm cool to put it in B. What do you guys think?
For
I
me,
mean-
it's all about limitations. Like, if you conjure anything, I mean, anything, like,
Mhm.
what is stopping you from summoning Cthulhu when you get into, like, big troubles?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
So it's
probably because Cthulhu's going to beat you up too. Would
Well,
be the
I
main-
think the issue is
I mean,
that
then you can
is that
teleport away, no?
I agree. I would say like I think part of the issue is that like it's boring if you don't limit it in a cool way.
yeah, that's kind of
Balanced
what
way.
I would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you
what I
have to
would-
balance this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My-
a good.
my favorite part of the Conjuration is like the fact that you can teleport, and so like the idea of having like a full like a powerful knight dude who is teleporting like mid combat, blinking back and forth to his enemies. That's what I think is
Yeah.
the coolest part of Conjuration.
Yeah, because there's technique to it.
I
Yeah,
have
that-
another
I
scenario
want it
in
in
mind.
A or B. A or B.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
I think.
Fine.
I think it's not as cool as alchemy. There, I said it.
Yeah, I think B would be fair, but I would definitely. I would put it behind alchemy personally.
But the
as
thing
well.
is, in alchemy, you work hard to get something, right? For example, a potion. When
Mhm.
you're conjure master, you literally just, you know, snap your fingers and you get the end product.
Does
Yeah,
that make it
that's-
cooler or less cool? Because I think there's like
Oh,
there's,
that's it. Oh, yeah.
Right,
I'm
'cause
looking
there's-
at the practical side
right.
of the thing.
Like practically, yes, it's probably better to be a conjurer, but
and you cannot
coolness.
get high of the fumes. So.
Yeah, coolness. It's like it could be like, because even like if you just look at it as like plot devices and stuff like that, like it's definitely overpowered if your conjurer can just conjure things that the party needs, you know.
Or if he gets angry, for example, again, you're in a bar, somebody makes you angry, you summon like pack of wolves and teleport yourself out.
That's pretty cool though, actually. That's pretty cool though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's behind alchemy because I like how alchemy is super restrictive. Thoughts?
Yeah.
We Tristan, cool with this placement? Broofy, cool with this placement?
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Next one.
Yeah.
And this is old Sub-Zero here is a cryomancer. And I know this is a hot button topic on cryomancy and pyromancy. I don't know what everybody's opinions are here. I'm going to lead the charge and say cryomancy's way better than pyromancy, and it's like top tier.
Way better. Super cool.
What would you rather shout at your enemies? I cast a fireball or firestorm against or supernova to be like, I cast blizzard.
No, I'm.
Why do I have to say it like I'm
going to cut you in half? Yeah, he really made you a nerd.
Blizzard.
I'm just saying.
Can I get a blizzard? Can I get a blizzard, please?
Can I get a blizzard, please? Snap my fingers. Period.
Yeah, I think cryomancy's cooler. I just think that's just I even think like, and this is another hot button issue opinion potentially. Who's cooler, Sub-Zero or Scorpion?
Dude, you don't even have to ask that question.
I think Sub-Zero is cooler.
It's definitely Sub-Zero.
I like Scorpion.
I'm gonna have to agree.
I like Scorpion.
I do like Scorpion too, but
power level. Guess who fucking dies?
That is the thing that
Scorpion does dies. So that's
eventually.
His whole character, he's a ninja from hell because he got killed and sent to hell. That's just like
yeah, but he ruled though. He ruled, and you cannot deny this.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, I think pyromancy's like borderline S tier, honestly.
You mean cryomancy?
Cryomancy, yeah. Sorry, pyromancy's like
no. The first one was correct.
Fireball's just like, oh wow, look at you. You have a fireball like everybody else, you know?
Yeah.
My fireball is bigger than yours, alright?
Yeah, I think the only thing, this isn't pyromancy at all, but it would be cool if you did like fireball like in Dragon Ball Z, you know how they'd be like slamming the sun on their head?
The spirit bomb.
The spirit bomb. Like that would be a cool pyromancy thing, but
that's true.
It's not really pyromancy, but I'm leaning towards
S tier.
I'm leaning towards S tier. What do you guys think?
Give me an ice ninja, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be fair.
I don't know. It sounded like 1 to 3.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
Pyromancy's pretty cool.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm definitely more.
We're all S tier, except for Roof. Are we all S tier but
Pyroman.
Roofy? I'm S tier. Is Connor you S tier?
Yeah, well, I'm more for cryomancy, like I said, than pyromancy.
Where do you think it should be? Where do you think it should be?
The least I would give it would be an A, so somewhere between S and A. But
we could do strong A.
I could settle for S.
We could strong A it for now. We could strong A it for now.
I think that would be fair.
I'm happy with that.
All right,
given what we have here.
Yeah, next one is Divination. Divination. Tristan, you want to break down Divination real quick?
Divination is typically like anything that allows you to like foresee the future, or in D&D mechanics terms, normally it'll give you advantage or pluses to your rolls. That's really, it does that in a bunch of different ways. That's pretty much what it does.
Just put it there immediately.
Sounding like a scam.
It is kind of a scam. It does have the most broken ability. Divination wizards have the most broken ability in the game, where they can basically force any roll to be like a 20, like once per amount of time, once they get to a certain roll. Basically, they roll dice at the start of the session, and then they can just use that dice for any roll that they want. It's really good mechanically, but it's not exactly exciting to see. And then it's like
Divination's giving like, all right, we're gonna win this battle, but before we do, I need to see your palms, and I need to look at your palms and let you know if we're gonna win this battle.
Yeah.
I need to consult the gods.
Yes. Go ahead and pick
violently masturbating.
Go ahead and pick 3 of my tarot cards real quick, and then we're gonna see how this battle's gonna go.
My bad.
Yeah, then the Divination Wizard's gonna be like, yeah, well, we won that fight because of me. It was all thanks to me, guys. You get the 20-foot barbarian dude who just
actually,
I think Divination's kind of lame. I think it's a scam. It's not a scam, but it's borderline.
Yeah, if anything, it's a scam, it's Divination.
Yeah. All right, next is druidry or like shamanism.
Oh fuck yeah! Turn me into a wolf. Better yet, a bear, a man bear.
What are you guys thinking? I'm leaning towards. I think it's cool, but I think to me actually this is like a classic B tier. Spot.
I would never use that kind of class or even think about it. I've never really.
We have no druids in the channel.
No,
I'm like partial. I think druidry is cool. I think like warging and stuff like that can be pretty cool.
Yeah. We've had this conversation where there's two. We've come to the conclusion that there's two kinds of druids. There's the homeless man druid who's like jacked and he goes around beating shit up.
Yeah,
like Udyr.
Yeah, the Udyr.
And then we have the nerd druid who's like all about like being one with nature and helping the plants and whatnot.
Yeah,
and that one's the nerd one. We think that Udyr is a Chad.
Yeah, Udyr is a Chad druid.
The elf druids are nerds.
What is the Lord of the Rings guy who was like?
He's cool too.
Oh, he was a shape master though, or shape something. Shape.
You're talking about the one who's in Connor should know this. Oh no, I was thinking what's the green wizard maybe not green wizard. What's the one that's in The Hobbit and got cut out of Lord of the Rings?
Oh, you mean the nerdy one?
Yeah.
The brown wizard. I can't remember. Radagast.
Radagast is kind of funny.
No.
Yeah, he's kind of like
I would imagine.
I have a certain level of appreciation for it. I wouldn't I wouldn't be one, or
my thought is that we're leaning towards here unless anybody has a really strong opinion. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's the most cool. I just think it's, and I think it can be lame. I think it can be really cool, but I think it can be really lame.
Yeah.
Too.
Just wait till we get to the next
I
one.
think
I
for that
can
reason,
see
B's where it belongs.
Yeah, B is fair.
All right. Next we have enchanting.
See.
And C. No, hey, enchanting's cool. Hey.
Unless you're
Ooh.
a blacksmith enchanter. If you're a blacksmith enchanter, fuck yeah. Or rune master, that's cool. But anything else, hell no.
I think I love enchanting.
I think enchanting is a cool thing to do. I think if someone is an enchanter and that's what they do, it's not that cool.
Yeah, until they come out with the high fantasy Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got 17 different spells and all their shit.
Rune master, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think enchanting's cool, but it's like, say like if you do Skyrim, for example, it's cool to make what you do better, and then that's the only time. Like, it's literally only cool to do that. But
that's your core.
Yeah, like it's it's not like something that like I'm not cool because I am an enchanter.
It sounds like a job, not like a.
Yeah, it kind of sounds more like a job to me. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like the story is not the enchanter's part of the party. The story is we got to go to the enchanter. He can help us. Then we can leave him alone.
Right.
That's how I feel about the enchanter.
No, I would think the same.
C.
I'm actually fine with C. I think it's kind of a C one.
I'm thinking C as well, just based on.
Sorry, that's 3 C's,
Hey,
Tristan, man.
That's 3 C's. I guess I'm
3 Cs.
overruled.
And even in Minecraft, to be fair, enchanting's like you build the room, then you enchant your stuff, and then you just want to leave it alone.
XP farm. Just skip the whole thing, of getting experience.
All right, next one I think is pretty cool is Geomancer.
Yeah, throwing rocks is cool.
Throwing rocks, making earthquakes.
Is higher than ice. This one is higher than ice for me.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
I think it's
Yes, it is.
high. I'm not sure how high I think it is. I think it's high up there.
How many cool geomancers do you know? Toph is like the one, and she is the coolest one.
I would be doing some put me in a fantasy world, I'm doing some geomancy shit. Best believe
If you
it.
would be in that, let's do this one, for example, Avatar. If you would be in that universe and you could not be the fire guy, because of course fire is cool, you know what I'm saying? You would be either the water person, air, or earth. What would you pick? I would pick earth.
I'd probably pick Earth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Malphite's not a geomancer, but he's a flying mountain.
He's more like a suicide bomber.
That's pretty cool.
Summon a rock.
That's pretty cool.
I summon a rock in form of a fist.
Rock solid indeed.
I think
That's me every day.
Geomancer.
I think geomancer is A tier. It's not
would-
above cryomancy.
I was gonna say I think it might be right here.
No, come on, man.
That's where I'd put it. Yeah.
I just don't think there's. I think it's cool, but it's not as cool as Cryomancy, and then it's not as unique as Abjuration. That's how I lean. You guys gotta let me know what you think, but this is where I think it should go.
Yeah,
That's exactly where it belongs.
yeah, I'd have to agree.
You accepting of this, Rufy? At least it's an A.
Okay.
All right, next one we have the Edgelord, Blood Magic.
Fuck
Hemomancy, Vladimir, edgy guys, love it.
Only listen up. Listen, I have another take. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's your girlfriend and
All
you're
right,
doing
and
it
we're
for a
gonna
while,
cut
right?
that. We're gonna
Skipping
skip that take.
Yeah.
All right, and what we're gonna
And you
say,
cannot do it
and what we're
anymore,
gonna
and
say
she just
is,
like
and
flicks her.
what we're gonna say is, like they can sometimes they're a vampire. They're not always a vampire because Vlad's not a vampire.
Mhm.
It's just very vampire coded.
He is. I think Hemomancy's cool. I think it's super like it's the problem is like every Hemomancer is like always like super edgy, which I think's a bad
Yeah.
thing.
Fine
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, if Bubby were in this list, he'd give it goat immediately just because that's
Yeah.
what he does. But that's why we don't have
I'm in
him
the
here.
same boat.
You think it's goaded?
Yeah, I think it's fun.
No.
No, goaded. No, like you think it's S tier, or do you think it's like
No,
where
it's not goated. I think it's like A or B, but it's cool as fuck. Can you imagine like just sucking blood out of your opponent?
you can
In
imagine
that way,
sucking your
magic way.
opponent? All right,
in
so
magic way.
in my head, you guys might be lower. Tristan, I don't know if you're lower on it than me. I think it's like right above shamanism.
No, I'd put it in C tier.
How about you, Connor? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Make your
yeah.
mind.
I'd put it in C.
You think it's C?
I'm not much for.
Blood magic.
Jeez. I mean, I think it's above enchanting for sure.
Yep. At least.
I would have liked to put it in B, unless you
Yeah.
guys are definitely
Yeah, at
C
least
tier for it.
above enchanting.
I'm
but-
cool with this. How others?
I'm fine with it here. I would probably, in my head, well, just looking at the list going forward, I guess there's some other things that'll be in B tier that are probably better than this. So
Yeah, I'm kind of, I guess, basing off of that too. Yeah,
Next.
all right, next we have hydromancy, or like water benders for that matter.
I think hydromancy is when it's like more about like the damage that you can cause with the water rather than like the healing kind of magic. Because some games like want to make it so like watermancers are like healers, like in Divinity: Original Sin, or like Divinity 2, like they make them like the healer class or whatever. But in D&D, I mean, all the water spells are kind of just like more damaging spells, and they're all pretty good. I don't know. I like seeing watermancers or hydromancers with like large bodies of water, like on the ocean
That's
or
what I
whatever.
think.
I think
cool
they do
too.
those.
That's,
Those are
that's
cool.
when I think it's cool. Also,
Yeah, and it's
What
cool
is-
that they're limited. Like naturally, they're like if they're weaker in
Yeah.
some places than
Yeah.
they are in others.
Therefore, it's not cool. You're gonna do it immediately all the time. I'm sorry, man.
well, I don't know. It's cool to have limitations on things. I think things that are unlimited makes it like okay, like that's not that cool because you're like trying.
Yeah.
You're trying to make it cool. I think hydromancy, to me, hydromancy is like, of like the elemental magics, it probably is actually the least cool of the four. But I still think it's kind of cool.
I mean, am I trying to go to a water park? Like, come on.
Here's my thought. You guys, I don't know what you guys think of where you think it is. I'm thinking it's right below hemomancy.
I'm cool
I
with
put it
that.
above hemomancy. I would certainly
You
put
guys
it
are above hemomancy?
Yeah.
I don't
What
think
about the god bad?
Hey, I would be okay
blood
with
out.
it being behind, but
You guys are lost.
Well,
You don't know what's good.
what. Yeah, I think hemomancy's cooler. What do you think, Connor?
I would have to personally agree with that.
All right, hemomancy's cooler than hydromancy. Do you think it? Are we okay with this placement?
Yippee!
I'm a minority.
As always.
What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sold on that.
Okay,
On
yeah.
it being
Because hemomancy is really similar to not similar, I guess to say, but hydromancy. But in I haven't really seen Avatar. Isn't somebody like a bloodbender in Avatar? That's like
the waterbenders can be bloodbenders, like when in a full moon. So it's like yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a cool. I think that's like the cooler aspect of it. So that's just my thought. Maybe also because it's limited makes it cool too. But next one we have illusion.
Oh hell yeah!
Which
of course that guy would have that opinion.
Which so
Love me some party tricks.
In my head, illusions generally not that cool, in my opinion. But I guess if you're like a stealth wizard, it's like the school of magic that you if you're like a trickster or something like that, this is like the school of magic that you kind of be stuck with.
Yeah, I could choose to be an illusion mage who can pretend to make things happen, or I could choose to be a cool mage who can just make things happen. That's the decision.
That's good.
True. That's true. But you can. I think it comes with character traits as well, though. For example, Loki, right? He's a trickster. He's the god of tricksters, right?
Yeah, and I'd slap Loki, bro. I'd put him.
But he's hilarious.
Yeah, I think Loki is a pretty good example of a pretty cool kind of like illusion mage.
Yeah.
The coolest like illusion that like is actually just invisibility. Like being made invisible is typically like the best one, I think, at least in a vacuum.
Not casting muffle 10 times, 100 times to level your illusion.
100,000 times every time you're walking from
to level your illusion.
Yeah. Like does that? It almost feels like, does it even do anything? Does it ever really make a difference?
I've never muffled in. Which muffles a Skyrim spell, if you guys don't know, but I've never muffled.
Yeah,
like for a purpose other than just to level illusion.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I ever did it for.
I'm leaning. I think it's borderline a scam, but I think it's higher than a scam.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it definitely is a scam, and let me tell you why. Because in real D&D, when you're playing with a DM, they can just say, well, that person doesn't believe that dragon just appeared there. They're like, no, they totally believe that's an illusion, right? Some beings can totally see through illusions. Some beings are just smart enough to say, there's the chances of a dragon attacking us right now while we're getting our bank robbed is probably not likely. Some DMs will totally like sham you for casting illusion spells by saying X person is, too clever for it or whatever. So it's not, it doesn't have as direct of an effect as damage, which is pretty hard to like argue. So it's really like whether illusion is good or not, and it's going to be the same way with like charm kind of magic in D&D, is totally based on the DM that you're playing with, and that's why I think it's a scam.
Well, and I'll throw this out. This is one more reason why I don't think it is a scam. And in this, I'm going to do my same argument that I did for alchemy, is that in lower fantasy, illusion becomes a much more practical magic system. And if you think like Jack and Hagar, the guy who like changes his faces in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like an illusion mage in a way, if you think about it. So, and I think he's pretty cool. And all he does is just really changes his face.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack and Hagar is good. But that is only because you're in low fantasy and because it's like the farthest you can get away with casting a magic in that world without it being like really like kind of broken. And it is kind of broken as it is, but when you have other like magical properties or things that can happen, illusion becomes, I guess, weaker.
I would feel bad to put it in scam. I think it's at least C tier. I have one more scam school, but
I'm a little bit torn. But I would settle for that.
Do you think it should be higher or lower?
I think it should be higher just because you can fuck with people.
I would settle for it there only because of actually your perspective of the low fantasy side of it, but it's other than that, I don't really see it as a good option.
All right, if we could settle for it there, because like I said, I think low fantasy rescues this one. I think it would be a scam if it wasn't for like the low fantasy rescue. All right, next we have is necromancy.
Hell yeah!
Resurrecting the dead, summoning, casting spooky, gross bone magic. Yeah, that's.
I live for the bone ride.
I think it's pretty high.
Yeah, pretty far up there. We love our undead liches.
playing as the list right now, actually, in Path of Exile. Shout out, good game. Anyhow,
I think
I'm a big
it's
fan of summoning a big zombie army and then just sending it out a bunch of peasants. You know.
yeah, just sit back, and be like, that's fun.
Is it GOAT tier or is it behind Pyromancy? Is the question.
For me, the higher the better. I have spoken.
I think it is pretty high up there. I actually think it is probably higher than Cryomancy because I would rather be a Necromancer than a Cryomancer.
I think this is our first GOAT. Does everybody feel okay with putting this in the GOAT tier right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would have to agree only for the fact of what you just said. I would rather be that than a Cryomancer, to be honest.
Okay. All right, next. Well, we'll put that in GOAT. I like it in GOAT. I think Necromancers are cool. So I like that in GOAT.
And I wait for so long for Necromancy to be in Diablo. Just
There
for
you
them
go.
to fuck it up and then play a different game instead.
All right, next one we have is Loser Virgin Pyromancer.
Whoa, what is this hostile start? I don't like this.
It's the B tier of Magic.
It is
what
the most B tier
nuh-uh.
bottom. I think it is. I think
It is overused, but it's still good. Just because something is overused doesn't mean it's bad.
It's not even that it's just overused. It's just the most average kind
I
of
think
use
it
of
is.
Magic.
I think it's super average. I do think it's maybe better than Shamanism.
You deserve that voice crack. Anyhow, so
Thanks.
I feel like it's pretty good. Like, come on, fireball.
It's B tier. It's B tier.
Firestorms. You know what's the coolest spell in Skyrim? Since you like to quote it so much, the fire sky or whatever it's called, the firestorm. It's so cool.
Oh, I don't think
You
that's,
literally make
that's not my favorite spell. I like that slow blizzard you can cast, where like that slow blizzard just goes floating through the air. It's like I like
Alright.
that ability. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of backfired.
Where do you guys think it is though? I think it's B tier. I think we're pretty set on B tier.
I put it at least above Shamanism. I don't think I'd go higher than that, though, to be honest.
Tristan?
That's fine. That is totally a cool place to be.
Rufy, you got Shamanism or Pyromancer?
It's alright.
All right, next one. This is my next scam magic. Is Rune magic.
Scammer gets scammed.
But Aaron, it's got so many restrictions. It's so hard to use. It's basically totally impractical.
Yeah. Oh, hi. I've walked in the temple and there's a giant rune on the ground in red. Let me walk around that, actually.
Yeah, let me not be near that. Yeah, it's pretty clear that there's gonna be a problem on its runes. I don't know. There's like, it's kind of like the coolest runes is basically just enchanting magic, where you just put a rune on a thing and give it some sort of effect or whatever.
It really is, yeah.
Right.
It's the same as an enchanter. Like, it's a perk to have, but it's not like the
Yeah,
core.
I'm thinking-
If you're all about that, yeah, I don't think I want you in my party, man. Sorry.
Or
Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere around the enchanting.
I like it more than illusion, but that's just me.
in a way,
Yeah, that would be about it.
This guy hates
It'd be as far
tricksters.
as I
Anything
go.
fun, this guy's like, I don't want it.
in a way, in The Witcher, like The Witcher casts like rune magic, right? Is that what his magic is? They're
Yeah,
like
but I think
runes?
I think in a different way. Like I couldn't really
Witcher.
describe.
Yeah,
it
The Witcher.
exactly, but,
Yeah,
like,
The Witcher.
No, he's mixing all of them.
I just
Yeah, but aren't they runes? Aren't they
I-
runes though? Like what he
That-
casts, like when he
That's the
casts
cool
like
thing about
bard-
rune magic is that
like
it
they
normally
are
does
runes,
like
right?
all kinds of magic. It's just that
Not
it's restricted
D&D
by the way it's
style.
right. Right. That's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying not D&D style, but I'm saying he like his magic is like rune magic though, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 But it's a mix of
Pretty
everything.
much. And that's a cool example, but it's also I don't
Niche.
know. It's kind of one of the only ones that I find somewhat fascinating. But
I'm actually gonna say I think it's scam. I'm borderline scam actually.
For me, it's scam as well, man.
Two
Same
scams.
boat.
Any scammers? Scammers
Yeah.
get scammed. Anybody else think scam?
I'd put it above illusion, but it goes to scam. It seems.
What do you think?
yeah,
Honey?
I would
accepting of
put it
scam?
I would put it above illusion.
Wow.
As well, but
Am I gonna have to just move illusion to scam right now?
Whoa! Let's not be drastic. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's not be drastic.
Or you could switch.
We can negotiate this.
Put that in scam and then move that up.
Like this?
There we go. That's better.
All right, we're doing it. Scam magic. There's lots
Oh,
of scam
man.
mages.
We experience a great loss today.
Sorry, scam mages. All right, next one we have is Chronomancy or Time Magic.
It's the most broken kind of magic. It's so broken that the story has to be read around it.
Or that the
Not bad.
or that the time mage themselves has to be like completely
Totally
incompetent.
delusional.
Yeah, delusional,
Yeah.
incompetent.
Yeah.
If they are crazy, it's funny though.
Yeah, no, like Zillion's a funny.
Z-
a funny
Zillion is a
example.
good time mage. Or they totally have to restrict it, like with Echo, making it so you can only go back,
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Or make them demons. Example, what is the one of the Chaos Gods? Seth? Not Seth. Fuck. I
Talking about
forgot the name.
Zinch?
Zinch, yes.
No, Zinch is a nerd. Nobody cares about Zinch. That guy stinks. So.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I think like Doctor Strange is kind of like maybe a good example of a good one. I just think that it's always kind of my position that like doing any kind of like time manipulation can like negatively affect the story.
Don't do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
came to bargain.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
As a-
Zex.
As a viewer, you're like you get less invested because you're like at any point in time this could be
Anything can be
rewound or
undone.
whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's very true.
It's like a multiverse in Marvel. Anybody else think of that shit?
No, I know what you mean, but I would be cool being a chronomancer, but as a character in a story, I don't know. I'm normally not it's not my favorite.
It has to be used and done in a very specific way for it to work to any degree, and even then it is very broken.
It is the strongest kind of magic though, so if you just want to be the strongest guy, that's the one you'd pick.
I do think it is cool to
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
age somebody like Nasus
Yeah.
Wither. Like they just
Yeah.
just age you. Like, oh, you're talking shit. Here's 100 years. Let's see how you
Yeah.
feel about that.
Yeah, I hope you like this Alzheimer's bitch.
I think it's.
Oh, you're.
I'm actually going to lean towards bottom of B tier. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I think it's actually bottom of B tier.
I like it as items, like not as like a.
Oh, as an
magic.
item is kind of cool, but
That is cool.
you do have to be careful. Actually, I'll say this. With Harry Potter's on in the other room right now, and I did just go rewatch. I think in the Prisoner of Azkaban, they actually go back in time, and then like have to redo the day or something like that at the end. And
Oh yeah.
it's actually kind of a cool thing where like things that they get saved from, it reveals at the end was actually them saving themselves in the past. And it actually is done
Paradox. It was
kind of,
paradox.
yeah, like there's like a wolf howls, but it's actually not a wolf. It's the Hermione goes back in time and howls to get the werewolf away from them. It's actually done pretty well, which sounds like it wasn't done well, but it actually is done pretty well, because when you watched it the first time, you didn't know that's what was saving them.
I was thinking
Yeah,
more.
it wasn't like an after the fact, like because sometimes they'll do. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're still on it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I like things like where it's like, say like if you watch like Avengers, like the Infinity War, nothing about Infinity War told you that in Endgame they were gonna go back in time and undo it. But say like in this the Prisoner of Azkaban, they actually say like the things that they go back in time and do are actually present throughout the story. You just don't notice them because you haven't been told that they go back in time yet. So like the things actually happen.
Right.
It doesn't seem like an afterthought. It's like the story was written around the fact that they go back in time and save themselves multiple times.
Yeah.
I was thinking even.
And that's cool.
For example, Indiana Jones and the chalice, which makes him super old if he chooses wrong.
Yes, that's what I was talking about when I was like age him.
Yeah.
I think it's B tier at least. I think it's pretty
it's
cool.
above pyromancy.
I think it's above
just to shit on
pyromancy too.
pyromancers.
I think it's above pyromancy too.
Why do you guys hate
I would put it-
pyromancy? I will not
Yeah,
stand
I'd be
this
okay with
slander. I will not stand for this.
I'd be okay with it being there. And actually, the reference to Indiana Jones has kind of made me think about, I guess, a more
Now I hate it. I made it. Thanks.
common way of it being used. So, yeah, I mean, I'm good with it there.
All right, and then our last one. And I think this one's generally seems like it's kind of ass, but it's actually kind of cool. Is transmutation.
Yeah. Love transmutation.
The general thought is like I turn this block of lead to gold, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. But that's really it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
But what's that scam level, right? For sure, I think that's pretty scam. But when it's like, if it's like I changed your fingers into chicken wings, then it's like, oh,
That's hilarious.
like that was
Yeah.
pretty brutal, actually. You know,
I'm turning your bones into gold, bud.
Yeah.
You're gonna weigh 350 pounds. You're
Made us
dead.
touch immediately.
I just, yeah. I think it's
cool.
I think it's pretty cool. I think
Yeah,
it's.
I think it's like you said, it's pretty brutal. It's a brutal.
It can be really brutal, yeah.
Yeah.
Some I guess spells or like there's more like homebrew or like effects in D&D will literally like change your like race. Like they'll be like, all right, you get hit by this, and now your whole character. Now you can totally convert this person from a human. And now they're a stinky goblin. Oh, now they're a goblin. Yeah. To live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I think it's pretty good actually. I'm not sure where. This is like a really tough one to rank.
Yeah. I like Transmutation below Geomancy.
You think it's A tier?
No.
I do think it is A tier.
I think it's a little high. I think A tier is a little high.
Zargelt's my favorite 40k wizard, and what does he do? He turns your bones to gold. So
I don't want to be I don't want to be big B tier pilled, but I think it is B tier to me.
You are kind of B tier pilled. You got a lot of B tiers going.
Well, there should be a bell curve. There should be the most.
You made one cool example. You literally made one.
I know that's one cool example. To be fair,
it's the only one that needs to be made.
I think it's like behind Conjuration, and I think it's behind Time Magic. Okay, I think it's above Time Magic, but I think it's behind Conjuration.
All right, well, I've said my opinion. Aaron said his. What about your guys?
Scam.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Ruby said scam. Scam.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
I've spoken.
I mean, yeah, I'd be okay with it being like at least a high to mid B tier. I mean, because yeah.
Do you think it should be higher or lower than where I have it? If you had to pick higher or lower,
I wouldn't go any lower than where you have it right now. I wouldn't.
Okay.
So,
I think this is a good spot for it. If you think it's better than Alchemy, if you want it to be, it could be high B. I have trouble putting it in an A. It's not A tier quality to me.
No, I wouldn't put it above. I actually wouldn't put it above those. Above Alchemy or
Conjuration.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think this is a good spot, especially because when I look at A through S, this is what I would want to be.
Right. Yeah.
And I think anything in A, like I wouldn't want to be this. Yeah. This isn't like top of my list, where everything in A would be top of my list.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is a good spot for it. Everybody like it? The list?
Yeah.
Definitive?
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright.
You would die in battle to defend the honor of this list.
I was a little bit on the fence about, but
what do you think needs a big change? Do you think anything needs totally moved?
I'm pretty okay with where it's at, I think.
Tristan, how are you feeling?
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Well, welcome back. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's a good. I'll take this list. Abjuration should be the top of S, but that's just me.
You would die in battle to defend this list, though.
I would die in battle to defend any opinion that wasn't totally arbitrated by Rufy. Yes.
This guy's ahead.
All right, and I think we're.
There are no directors in the channel, man.
And I think unanimously, I would say it feels unanimous.
Yeah.
At least divination and runic magic are scams.
Pretty low tier. But I would not want to be on.
Yeah. I think illusion. There's a little bit of argument to be had for illusion, but runes and divination are scams. Mm-hmm. If you pitch me your awesome D&D rune mage, you just pitched me a scammer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to us to make this channel. Leave a comment. What would be your favorite magic school?
Go ahead and defend Abjuration in the comments, please.
Yeah. All right.
And
so we'll
illusion and straight alchemy.
Right.
Get high with me, please.
We will call it here. All right. So, like I said, hopefully you commented, subscribed at the beginning of the video, and you haven't already uncommented, disliked, or unsubscribed.
Or else.
Or hopefully you didn't change your comment to just include slurs. So,
as you should.
So this is the list. Let us know what you totally disagree with. I'm sure you guys will. And then let us know what you do agree with, or let us know if anybody had any base takes that we didn't really listen to, because there is 4 of us, so I'm sure there was a good take that didn't really get picked that much. So,
definitely.
But all right, guys, I appreciate you watching.
Bye, guys.